Hello and welcome to FreshSimRacing here at Donnington Park, rounds 10 and 11, British GT Championship. Looking for a good evening here at Donnington Park. We had a good week last week at Silverstone, 2.2 hour race there, endurance race with these boys going round. Tonight a bit different, we've got two races, two half-an-hour races for you this evening. I'll try and get through some of the information from what happened last week. A little bit of a change around in the Drivers' Championship. Currently seeing FreshSimRacing at the top of the championship, still just managing to hold on to his position as I close down the window I'm looking at. Bear with me 2 seconds. FreshSimRacing currently sitting on 189 points. He's now 21 points ahead of Kingy now, who takes second spot over Wayne. Pinches that second place off of his teammate King Honey Motorsport with what's he on, 168 points, and then 10 points behind him, as I say, Wayne in third place there with 158 points. Next in the championship you've got Ferry Fish with a good run last week, got his was it P3 in the Enduro. Can't remember the points for halfway. That's not on my standings list, so if you're on the Discord, should be able to find that information out from the standings on there. I'll try and grab it later on. Just want to run down this stuff quick while we're in the practice. Watching Kingy going around at the moment, I think. Yeah, that's Kingy. So second place in the championship at the moment for Kingy. Sitting there, fastest man in this practice session here. Can see, who have we got here tonight? We've got Kingy, Ice Dude, Hayes Hunter P3, GTM Coupe P4, Wayne in P5, Furry Fish P6, Jinx in 7th, Nathbit in 8th, Steve Hull there in 9th, and II Silver in 10th. Six Gun Johnny in 11th, and FreshSimRacing yet to set a lap. I think he's just making sure he's in the room. But we'll look quickly at the team points. We've got King Honey Motorsport, a Porsche, still at the top of the standings. They're eking away in front here with 326 points all in all. And a good even distribution of points between the two drivers. You can see Kingy on 168 points and Wayne just behind him on 158 points. They're actually the closest drivers to driver sort of points ratio, should I say. Like I say, 326 points, and they're first in the team championship. Next is Kerner Motorsport. That's the two Bentleys of Jinx. Let's have a look at Jinx's car, the Bentley there, and the second Bentley of FreshSimRacing. The camera will pan over. So there you go, the black and red Bentley there, number 24. They're in second place in the championship, 262 points. Next is the Piston Broke, it's a play on words, of GTM Coupe. You see just pulling out of the pits there, in the bright green McLaren. And his teammate is Furry Fish. They're currently on 258 points. Third in the drivers, in the team standings. And then you have the two Ferraris of Hayes Hunter and Cadalora. I don't know if Cadalora's going to make it tonight. We've got just under 5 minutes of this free practice, and then there's a 15-minute quali before a half-hour race. So he's still got time to get into the lobby if he is coming. So yeah, Hayes Hunter in the Ferrari there. So the camera has a moment. Number 420. His teammate may or may not be showing up, but they're bringing up the rear there in fourth, 185 points. It's going to be a bit of a climb for them to get back up before the end of the season, but I think they'll make it if they keep pushing the way they have been. Who else have we got here tonight? Nathbit is Boom Shakalaka Motorsport next with Ice Dude and into all sorts. Incidentally, into all sorts might be joining me here in the commentary booth tonight. We'll see if he makes it. Should make for a good bit of banter. It'd be nice to have somebody with me to talk through it. But yeah, we got Boom Shakalaka Motorsport in 5th place, I think we're at. Yeah, 5th place with 171 points in the team. Ice Dude really representing it for that team at the moment. And then finally is the Speciali Motoristi Admirali team with Nath Bit there in the 14 Aston, sat in the pits. Bringing up the rear in the in the Constructors' Championship with 163 points. So, a couple of minutes left in this free practice. Let's have a look what these McLarens are doing. I say Furry Fish got a podium last week at Silverstone, in 3rd place overall. Got some good points. Turned out to be an interesting race in the end. There was a couple of little races popped up right towards the end of it, and ended up with a few seconds in between a couple of the drivers after 2 hours of racing, so it was actually quite a good one to watch. Let's have a look what's going on here though. Who have we got at the top? So Kingy, fastest lap with a 1:29.292. Not much in it, there's only a 10th in it, and then we've got a second difference to 5th place, so these guys still, you know, very close together. It's only just over a second all the way down to 8th. Obviously drivers not so much set by strategy. I know they have a 5 tyre limit set, so they've only got 5 sets of tyres for this whole evening. Bear in mind this is a free practice session, and then essentially 4 other sessions, so you've got 2 more qualifying, two races. So we'll go into a quali after this, and a 30-minute race, and then back to another quali, and then another 30-minute race after that. So a bit more sprint sort of action tonight. Hopefully we'll get some lots of overtaking, a bit of action, no big dramas hopefully, and we'll be looking to see what happens obviously with the points. Now Esther Racing hasn't put a lap in yet. We know he's fast, so that 1:29 might not be as fast as it can go. Bentley was strong last week at Silverstone, but I think we said about it being it's a bit more of a power circuit, so Silverstone has the big straights and the long sweepers. This is a bit, you know, although it's got the long sweepers, hasn't necessarily got the big long straights, so maybe the lighter, more downforce of the Porsche will get better grip through the craners and up the hill. We will have to see. Quali's going to start soon. I may have to reset my cameras when quali starts. Might need to pause the stream, but we'll see. So yeah, free practice. Kingy leading the table there. Ice Dude in 2nd. Hayes Hunter in 3rd. GTM Coupe, Wayne, Very Fish, Jinx, Nath Bit, Steve Hull and II Silver. Esther Racing has not set a lap, and I'm not sure Six Gun is racing or streaming. You know, check out Johnny's stream. Phoenix Motorsport Simulations. He's a good old Texan boy. I see you racing, Johnny. Let's get racing. Let me see you going round. Show these boys how it's done. Yeah, good mix of machinery there. Bentley, Porsche, Ferrari, Aston. I've got McLaren, Nissan. So, lots of things out there. GTM Coupe just coming around to finish his final flying lap. This free practice. It's hot out there today, 40 degrees. track temperature you saw there, 36 I think it was ambient, so it is warm. Warm. Right, Jinxie's going out, Nath's going out. I'm not sure what my cameras are doing. Can I still... Good, right, so yeah, Nath bit and Jinx straight out for this qualifying session. We've got 15 minutes of quali. These guys to prove their mettle and see if they can put it onto that top spot. Furry Fish as well, leading the pits. They'll be wanting to give a bit of space to each other around this track, because you can race at Donnington and you don't want to get into a race during quali. Obviously you want to maximise your lap, maximise your corner speeds and entries and all of that malarkey, so yeah, they give each other some space here. Who's just left? 420. Hayes Hunter out for his lap. Let me just change these cameras. There we go. Right. So who was out first? Jinxie was out first in the 189. His out lap. We'll stick with Jinx for his first lap here and see what benchmark time we've got from the big Bentley. See I stood exit in the pits there, just holding off, letting Jinxie go through, start his flying lap. Just awareness there. Be looking to stay out Nath's way as well. As, see behind it, pulled out the way at the back of the picture there. So, demanding circuit Donnington. It's like I said a minute ago, big sweepers, a lot of commitment corners. You've got to be on the ball with the brakes and try not to come off the brakes too quickly, because the car will want to over rotate. So I had a little go around myself earlier in the Porsche and it was it's tricky. I could only manage a 131, so you see these guys doing 129s. I imagine there's a 28 in there, possibly. We'll see. See how it goes as this quali develops. The track's a little cooler than it was in practice, so yeah, we'll see how this quali develops. Nearly coming around for a first flying lap from Jinx, and then we'll see the time start popping in. There we go, across the line, and he does a 1 minute 30.6. Nath bit behind there, we got coming through. He's going to do 3/10 slower, and that was Ice Dude. He's on his first flying lap. Next is Paul, GTM Coupe. Oh no, sorry, Furry Fish. So he's 5/10 down, so he's settling in. Not sure their fuel loads. I imagine they're running slightly lighter fuel loads. See Furry Fish getting a little bit wobbly on the exit of that. What else have we got now? Hayes Hunter coming through his first flying lap. He does 129.5, so he's over a second quicker there in the Ferrari. So yeah, again, Hayes Hunter for Stoke Racing putting in a solid first hot lap there. See Steve Hull's just going out now. He's set his lap. Can't see what the time is. It's a 1:31, maybe a 1:32. What else has gone through now? Wayne. It's a 1:29.7. So Wayne's got some pace in the King Honey Motorsport Porsche. I'd imagine these two have got the Constructors' Championship wound up between them, him and Kingy. Kingy was fastest in practice there, so where is he on track at the moment? It's coming up to Claims and into Coppice, so I think he's on his flying lap. Didn't catch when he came out. Anyways, what we got going on here? We got 4:20. Hayes Hunter yet still not improved that lap. Let's watch Kingy here, see where he comes across. Is Wayne going any faster? Wayne's just coming across the line now. Fifth, Wayne does, he goes pole, 1:29.3. 10th off of, sorry, puts Hayes Hunter a 10th down. Kingy now comes across the line, and no, so he was on his out lap. So we'll leave him go. Ice Dude, has he gone up to third? So he's gone into Goddard's now. 14 car, Nathbit goes across the line, he stays in 6th. Ice Dude goes into pole with a 1:29.3, that's 500ths off. See Esser there pulling out the pits, so he's going out on his out lap. Finally got strapped into that Bentley, he's finished his pasty. Topped up the cider, he's on the way, let's go. So Ice Dude, man of the minute, 1:29.3, it's the fast time. Will we see a 28 from anyone in this session? Bets on. Tell me who you think it will be. Yeah, 4:20 is in the pits. 6:66. Steve Hull's just gone across the line. He doesn't improve. 7 GM Coupe doesn't improve. Number 5 Wayne doesn't improve. Number 19 Kingy. The final corner across the line, and he does a 1:30, so he's not up to speed just yet. Check I'm not talking to myself. Well, I probably am talking to myself, but check that I'm actually audible. Yeah, confirmation. I'm at my brother's house tonight, so I've got a little bit of backup. But Steve Hull there on the grass, out of the old hairpin under Starkey's Bridge. So that's no good for Steve. Still got just under 7 minutes left of this quali to go, so all can change. I see 2 Porsches at the top at the moment. This one, we're watching Kingy into the final part of the lap. Let's just jump on board with GTM Coupe coming into the final corner to make his attempt. Looked a bit slightly slow on entry there, so although he does improve. Okay, so he goes into third, 8/800ths of a second behind Ice Dude, so 1:29.3, 1:29.4 ish. Kingy's coming up to the line now, and he goes into pole. There it is, 1:28.9 for Kingy. I said there'd be a 1:28. There's 1:28 there for Kingy. Steve Hull, he would be on a restart lap because he had a bit of a spin. Yeah, Kingy showing us how it's done. That's 3 Porsches on the top of the grid there. Can Wayne get it on a second spot to lock out the front row for King Honey Motorsports? We shall see. Not sure if he's on an out lap at the moment. Oh, so you see FreshSimRacing pop into third there. Squeezing Wayne back down to 4th, so I think Wayne's just starting a hot lap now. There's less than a second between the first 8 cars here. I don't think Furry Fish has caught a good lap yet. Where's he at the moment? So he's coming under Starkey's Bridge up to where are we at, McLean's? Yeah, so looking like he's on a fast one. A little bit squiffy over the inside curb there. So I think he can squeeze a bit more. The wind's picked up a little bit since the start of this session. Tailwind coming into... oh no, sorry. Is that tailwind? No. There was a tailwind coming down the straight a minute ago. It's now turned to a crosswind, so how much that's affecting the drivers, I'm not sure. Who have we got coming? Nath's coming across to start or finish a lap. Jinxie and the Bentley chasing after, so Nath doesn't seem to improve, neither does Jinx, but these guys are 300ths difference in their fastest lap. So, we could be in for some close racing here tonight. This would be good. GTM Coupe comes across the line, he doesn't improve. 420 of Hayes Hunter stays in 6th for the time being. Who's next up? 39, II Silver in the Nissan. The independent driver at the moment. Where's he at in the championship? He's 11th overall. He comes into the pits on his finish his lap. He's, I think, maybe done for the session. Kingy goes a little quicker again. He's given up now. So 28.8, so just another 10th off of his fastest time there. Impressive drive in from Kingy. Has Essa got anything to answer to him? And can Wayne also, can he lock out the front row, like I said? 4/10, you know, Kingy's 4/10 clear of everyone here at the moment. Essa doesn't improve that time. Ice Dude, no improvement. Number 7 GTM Coupe again. He doesn't improve. We've got Hayes Hunter. Hayes Hunter puts it up to 2nd. Splitting the 2 Porsches. Ice Dude doesn't improve. Oh no, that wasn't Ice, was it? Sorry, that was Wayne. Doesn't improve anymore. So yeah, so there's only 4/10 between first place and P5. Well, near enough 5/10. So Wayne gets all kinds of loose through the old hairpin. That was cool. Good save. I think Kingy's had enough. He's done for the session. Got 1 minute 19 left, so all the cars on track potentially could get another lap out of this if they wanted one. We shall see what they decide to do. Where are we at? Nath Bit coming across the line now. Does he improve? No. Jinx, no improvement. Oh, that's the wrong one. We want Furry Fish. Is he any improvement? No. FreshSimRacing goes up into 2nd place. Still 2/10 clear behind Kingy. It was Ice Dude. No improvement. S's. Oh, he's gone back to the pits. Okie dokie. So Steve Hull, what you got, mate? Coming into what's that one called? Melbourne. you got, Steve? Can you improve at all on this lap? Comes across the line. He improves his personal best. He's up a second on his idle time, but stays in 11th place. So good effort, Steve, mate. Nice one. We've got down coming across the line, 189. Jinx got any more in the bag in the final corner, and no, he doesn't improve. Very Fish pulls off into the pits, and that's it. Quali's over. So pole Kingy, second place Essa, third place Hayes Hunter, fourth is Ice Dude, fifth is Wayne, sixth GTM Coupe, 7th Macebit, 8th is Jinx, 9th is Fairy Fish, 10th II Silver, and 11th Steve Hull. 6 Gun Johnny, I'm not sure, is actually racing. He's sitting there with the windscreen wipers on. I think Johnny's got a stream on, yeah, so he'll be doing something, calling us all cross dressers or whatever he does. Not sure if the cameras are going to break again. We shall see if they've heard my pleas. Let's get the... Cool. Yeah. Yeah, so we've got 6 minutes until race start. I'm just going to whip off comms a minute, and I will be back shortly. Right, we are back. There's a minute to go till the start of the formation lap here. Can see. Why is Esser on pole? Oh, is he not? No, he's not. It's the camera angle. Right, yeah. So Kingy on pole, Esser in second there. Hayes Hunter, Ice Dude in the black and green Porsche. Then Wayne of the other King Honey Motorsport Porsche. And then it's GTM Coupe, Nathbit, Jinx, Very Fish, II Silver, and Steve Holt at the back, 6-gun Johnny there. Also sat. Oh no, there he goes, pink. So he's returned to the pits. Just going to stick with this camera a minute. I think I'm going to have to nip back out. Yeah, I'm going to do that now. So bear with me while I do this. There's got to be a better way. Cars will be making their way on their formation lap at the moment, so we're not actually missing anything vitally important. Got my speedy thumbs. Again, if you search Fresh on the server list here and type view, you can come and join the spectating in game. Change between the cars and see the drivers as you want to see them. It's like that interactive stuff they do with the Formula 1 that's rubbish. So. Right, should have full control now. Yep, brilliant. So the car's jinking about, getting some heat into the tyres, warming those brakes up. Should be good. Donnington promotes a good race, so I think we'll be in for a good one. All these guys are running roughly the same sort of times. It was a second between the top 8, so yeah, should be a good race this. Red gate corner, first corner, it's quite open, so there will be attacks on the first lap. And try and find the best camera angle for the start of the race. We go for this one. Why can't I return to the garage? He's stuck on Nathbit for the whole race, which, yeah, nothing against his driving, but yeah, we're gonna have to watch the first bit of action here as much as we can, and then see if the cameras will sort themselves out. But, might be able to do it once the race goes green, so coming around the last corner and getting ready for green. And we are green, green, green. Race away. Jinx making a move early there into the middle of the track. So everybody filtering into Redgate. Ice Dude's run wide there. He's dropping back through the grid, through the field. Walls, II Silver gets squeezed. The rest of the cars filtering now down through the Craner curves into the old hairpin for the first time. Zess is breaking away. Hayes Hunter sneaking past Kingy, and Wayne moving up into third. I think Kingy had a bad run there out into the first lap. Maybe had a bit of an upset. Everybody else seems to be okay. Let me see, can I check? Good, right. I can get back to who's where. So Esser's in first place, Kingy's in second. No, he's not. Hayes Hunter's in second. Let's go through the S's for the first time. Wayne's moved up into third. Kingy's down to fourth from second. Nathbit now up into fifth. And Jinxie there is into 6th. It's getting a bit squiffy back there. Let's see what's going on. Camera's a bit close. Bear with me. Right. See now Silver getting challenged for 8th place there by Fairy Fish. Where to look? Ice Dude really losing out from that incident on the first corner, all the way back there in 9th now, with Fairy Fish with a challenge. We've got Nathbit and Kingy close to the back of Wayne. They're all 6/10, so we've got a couple little battles here after the first lap melee. You see already a spread in the drivers. We've got no strategy worries. This is just a flat out 30-minute sprint race. Stick on with Kingy here, because whatever misfortune he had through the old hairpin, maybe he got a little bit loose. Let's put him back down into 4th, and again Essa has been let to run away with it. It's a second clear of Hayes Hunter, and Hayes Hunter a second and a half clear of Wayne. It's already stretching out the gap to the rest of the field. And then down to that group of 3, and then another group of 3 behind them, or group of 4 now. Jinx, II Silver, GTM Coupe and Ice Dude running in a bit of a train into Redgate. Here we go. Jinxie late on the brakes, but holds it together. II Silver again. That I said at Zolder, it looked like the front end of that Nissan really grips in, so he's gaining all the way through this section up the hill. But as he tucks the nose down the inside, goes for a dive, bit of a rub, backs out of it a little bit. He's going to hold that inside line up into and he's pushed Jinxie wide a bit there. That's might be up for a little review, that one. II got a bit argy-bargy, elbows out. So let that one cool off a bit. It's Nath's gaining on the back of Kingy here. Oh, quiet though. It's close, but no challenge as yet. Still these 4. GTM Coupe now wants a bit of II Silver. Ice Dude looking to maybe challenge down into Redgate here. Having a sniff. It's not, no, not this time. He seems to have a little bit of Jinx gets a wheel on the curb and loses the back end a little bit. I was just going to say Ice Dude seems to be a bit more confident on the a bit more speed mid-corner. That's what I was trying to say. Over that McLaren, but he's dropped a little bit there through the old hairpin, so these 5 still sticking together. Hayes Hunter's caught Essa a little bit, 8/10 behind. Yeah. Nice dude now. See, these guys are still close. I'm going to jump on board with II Silver. See what's going on over the back of his car. Oh, as Ice Dude catches a bit of grass and runs really deep there into Melbourne. It's we've lost a couple of seconds, but ultimately it's not cost him too much. You've got the big stopper here at Goddard, and yeah, still racing really close here. well. GTM Coupe pushing on the brakes. And II runs a little wide, so now GTM's got that little run, but you've got to be brave down through the craners to get anything done. The car's sort of right on the edge of what it can do, so you ask it to do a little bit more, you're asking for trouble. And see another challenge coming up. So I think, yeah, GTM's better on the brakes, but that Nissan's good on the front end. So Nath on the map there on the left hand side is still challenging Kingy, so jump back to that one. It's much the same difference between the three cars as the other race we're watching. This is a bit more important though, because Kingy's looking for championship points. So I realise that S has stretched out his lead to 3.3 seconds now, and Hayes Hunter's 2 seconds clear of Wayne, so these guys both stretching away. I think Hayes may have had a slip that's dropped him back a little bit, looking at the track map there. But that will push Wayne on to catch him up. Kingy's now catching on the back of Wayne, so you know that race driver psychology where you're chasing one and being pushed by another. So these four could end up pushing towards Essa. Excuse the beeps. Yeah, they could push up onto Essa, and we'll see how this develops. You know, he's fast, but he's not indestructible. He had a couple of slips at Silverstone, made a mistake on his pit as well, so you know, he's not a complete alien. He is human like the rest of us. Saying that, he's 4.5 seconds now ahead as he goes across the line. Hayes Hunter second, Wayne still in third. Kingy's got under a second now. He's dropped Nathbit a little onto the start of lap 6. These guys are spread out again now, so let's change these cameras up a bit. That's nice. Jinx running a bit wide in the background there. Don't lose too much time, just dirty tyre, and Ice runs wide into the old hairpin, so the tyres becoming an issue already. Wouldn't think they would be. I know that front end is hard to get back once it steps out on the Porsche. It's can be a bit of an understeer car to get it rotating on the back end, which means you have to be very brave. But everybody's going round. So they're all too good. They just keep going round and round, and I'm not fighting. Come on, we want some fights. A few scraps going on. Two King Honey Porsches there behind. Trying to catch up with this Ferrari Hayes Hunter. Wayne will be wanting these points though over Kingy, because he snatched that second place off the Drivers' Championship, the results from last week, so no number one driver in this team. They both you know, there's only 10 points between them in the championship. Like I said earlier, they're both equally consistent with the points throughout the championship, so There really is nothing between them. But yeah, a few points in the extra in the pocket for Wayne. Might see him back up there. 2 races tonight. If he can do it both races, he might take that second place back from Kingy. But we shall see. As Kingy goes through the S's, still chasing Wayne down 8th, but it's dropped back a little bit more now. 2 seconds back off the 2 Porsches. And a fairly large gap back to GTM Coupe. Cars have all sort of evened out, spread out. I was hoping for a bit more of a battle tonight. After 2 hours of racing last week, it was good to follow. See, endurance races and sprint races are different kettle of fish altogether. So, Hayes Hunter takes a big chomp of the inside curb there. This car unsettled, he held it all together. Could have ended in tears. Wayne still chasing, Kingy still chasing. So we're halfway through the race now. Oh, I'm gonna have a little cold tea. Jinx has got a drive-through penalty or something. Didn't see that pop up. He's already serving that. So Jinxie in trouble. Not sure what he done there. Naughty boy. That's essentially putting him. Because he had to leave for some reason. We'll see. Anyway, Essa still leading. Not extended that gap too much more. He's actually dropped a bit of time back to Hayes Hunter. Oof. Giving it some grief in the big old Bentley though. Kingy's still hanging on within a second of Wayne. P3. So last podium spot being fought by the 2 teammates. Wayne won't concede it easily, and King won't let it go without a fight. So keep an eye on this one. This could turn into a good race in the closing stages. I'm just hitting the halfway point in a minute. A little race developing back here. Who's that? Steve Hull. That's Ice Dude and Furry Fish. So these guys are getting a bit close now. Nothing to report at the moment. We'll go on to the track map to see who's spread out and where. 24 car at the top of the map now, that's Essa. So that's your relative spacing of the cars, so you can see everybody sort of spread out a bit. 3 cars in the background here. 77, 778 and 666 is who we're watching. It's Ice Dude, GTM Coupe. Oh no, sorry, Furry Fish. It's the closest battle on track at the moment. Kingy's dropped a bit of time to Wayne there. Drop that one back off. So we'll sit with these guys for a minute. Shadow's getting longer on the ground. I'm not sure I don't know what the time is. But slightly cooler track than it was in the practice and the quali. Let's see what sort of lap times Essa is doing at the moment. So he's hit a 1:28.8 in the Bentley. His last lap was a 1:29.5, so saying he's probably lapping 1:29s fairly consistently. His split time there, yeah, is 0. 900ths, that's a 10th now. Off his fastest lap, so flying around. What's happened here is, I don't know. Timing said Wayne had gone up to second there, but it's lying to me. So Hayes Hunter's still in second. He's running around doing, he's doing 29s as well. 29.0 is his best, 29.4 was his last, so I can assume he's doing about 29.5s consistently. He's lost 11 seconds on this lap though. He's down into 4th, so yeah, okay. You're looking at something and then the timing changes. So Wayne now up into 2nd, Kingy's in 6th, and I've missed a load of kerfuffle there, haven't I, somewhere? Right. Well, we'll have a chat to the drivers after race 2 and see what happened there. But that whole incident has promoted Wayne to 2nd place. Naismith now up into 3rd with a fair old gap. And then Hayes Hunter there in 4th, quite close to Nath, so whether Hayes Hunter had a mishap and went back on track, which caught Kingy out potentially, because GTM Coupe now in front of Kingy. Kingy potentially running with some damage. Let's have a look, see if we can see on his car. Damage to the Porsche or no? Can't really tell from. Looks like the back end might have a bit of damage. Nice close shot, we'll see if he's got any. No, it doesn't look like any visual damage. Interesting, sorry I missed that, I don't know what happened exactly there. We shall find out at the end. So Jinx still sat in the pits, yeah, so he's retired, I think. Aya Silva seems to have retired as well. So issues for some of them tonight. On track and off track it would seem. So yeah, Wayne now free and clear in 2nd. Essa's 10 seconds up the road from him in 1st, and Nathbit is 4 seconds behind him. But see Hayes Hunter breathing down the neck there. It's within striking distance now. Gets a good entry into Melbourne. That big old V12 pulling away up the straight there into Goddard's. I think the Ferrari's just got that little bit on corner entry, but the Aston will pull away down the straight. It's just whether the Ferrari can get the nose in on corner entry and the brakes. So things hotting up here for third place, the final podium. And I can also see Kingy getting a bit closer to GTM Coupe there, so try and keep my eyes on both at the same time. Wing on the Aston, you can't even see the Ferrari. Where's he gone? Where's he gone? How close is it? Right, it's not a very good camera. So yeah, a bit of push me pull you on this, so giving time to each other and taking it away again. Could be we've got 7 minutes left, 8 minutes left of this race. I'm not sure how likely Nathan will be to catch up with Wayne. I mean, it seems like Wayne's settled into a pace now, because they are slightly grabbing back some time. 10th. Seems like a 10th of sector-ish on Wayne. But Kingy's getting closer and closer to GTM Coupe there. Let's jump round to him. It's battle for 5th. After whatever happened, I'm not sure. So Kingy's really starting to put some pace on now. It's the old hairpin. His McLarens are fast, so Kingy used to drive the McLaren in season 1, and yeah, went for the Porsche in this season. I think he's been enjoying it, but his McLarens are good, so he knows what he's up against. Nothing this lap. If he won't be close enough into the S's to get anything done down here, unless you can get a good drive out onto the little straight before Melbourne. But GTM solid through that corner. See Hayes Hunter's still holding that 1 second gap to Nath. But look, they've chomped a good second out of Wayne now. Coming into Redgate. So yeah, still could change. 5 minutes left. Kingy's still holding that 6/10 behind GTM Coupe, and then everybody else is sort of split up. So there's only these 2 races at the moment. S are now 12 seconds ahead of P2. Getting closer, closer. It's alright, Kingy can smell blood now. He's warming up to an attack somewhere. I don't want to miss it, so I'm looking between it. Hayes Hunter now 4/10 off the back of Nath. It's all coming up to these corners. Kingy doesn't make anything through the S's. Nath still holds that off through there, so there could be a challenge here. Kingy goes for the dive on the inside, GTM Coupe, but he's run a little deep, so GTM back up the inside. Lives to fight another day. Right, we've got Hayes Hunter coming into the first corner, still too far for a challenge there. Kingy within another chance here, maybe. Will he hold out? So yeah, he's not close enough for the challenge into Redgate that time. Look to gain on him, make another shot down at the hairpin maybe. Hayes has dropped a little bit off the back of Nath again. Wayne. I think he's going to have the benefit of Nath being held up with defending, or at least being preoccupied with Hayes Hunter, because gap's sort of floating around 3 seconds now. Let's check this out, see if Kingy goes for it again down into Melbourne. It's got a good run out, seems to be gaining. Not close enough, doesn't even have a sniff, so got a couple more goes to make up the 5th. Same with Hayes Hunter, if he wants that last podium he's going to have to do it within these next 2 laps, but I really don't think Nath's going to let him. So only 9 guys circulating now. We've got II Silver and Jinxie out for various reasons. Oh, we go. Oh, when did Kingy do that? He snuck past on the old hairpin, I think that was, or down the crane of curves. But GTM Coupe runs wide up into where's that? That's McLean's. So that's that fight. How to miss that one? Let's check back here with Hayes Hunter and Nath bit. Just sneak it in when I'm not expecting it. That was a good one for King. He's moved up to 5th now. Don't think he's going to have any challenge now from GTM Coupe. He's dropped back to nearly 3 seconds. So these 2 are your closest on track at the moment. They seem to have gained, oh no, still 2.5, so to Wayne. But Hayes has dropped back another 5/10. It seems to be going up and down 5/10 between these 2, so just various varying lines between the cars and the drivers, I guess, changing the gap. I think we're going to get, well, this could be the last lap. No, Esther might probably cross the line with 1 more to go, so if Hayes Hunter's going to do anything, he needs to do it this lap, and Nath will be fighting that off as best he can. Wayne's got a good bit of a buffer there, but he's losing time because these boys are pushing hard now. Hayes wants that podium. Oh, Nath ran a little bit deep. We've got final lap now, leaders on the final lap, so be the last go around. Hayes now 5/10 off the back of the Aston Martin, and they'll be looking to challenge on this lap. There's no other fights going on. Kingy settled into that 5th spot. GTM Coupe still 2 seconds, nearly 3 seconds behind him, so that little scrap ended up with Kingy coming off better. Watch these 2 for the last bit. Hayes is really challenging for this position now in the final stages of this race. Nearly runs it deep. I think that's the thing, the Ferrari's a bit better through the corners, and then that Aston just powers on away. Giving it a weave, showing Nath he's there in the mirrors, but I don't think he's close enough to get it done. Slightly better drive down into Melbourne. Is he going to go for it? No. Nath blocks off the inside, but Hayes now tucks his nose up the inside into the final run up to Goddard's. So it's going to be tight. Nate's got the inside. He's going to cover it off and holds his line nicely on the apex to block the cutback. It's a nice bit of driving there. So yeah, that was a good little bit of racing there. So Essa crosses the line 15 seconds ahead of everyone. In first place, Wayne getting that P2. Mid-race shenanigans that I missed, so we'll find out what that was later on. Nathbit grabs his P3. Hayes Hunter in fourth. Really tried hard at the end there to take that P3 off Nath, but in the end, yeah, it was all in hand. Kingy unfortunately missed out on his podium there. Again, we'll find out what happened there later on. GTM Coupe in 6th, Very Efficient 7th. Steve Hull in 8th. Ice Dude unfortunately ended up in 9th after a good quali there. A little bit of an issue. IO Silver missed out there, and Jinxie as well. Both retired to the pits, so interesting first race. But again, that's a racing. It's a race winner. That's 25 points in the bag for him. Not sure about fastest lap. You get a point for fastest lap, so we'll find out that. That will be in the standings on Discord. If you want to look at that. I'm just going to sit with this for a minute. Grab myself a fresh drink. Go get yourself a drink, and we'll be back for quali in about 5 minutes. Right, I think we're back for Q2. Qualifying for race 2 at Donnington Park, FreshSimRacing GT, British GT Championship. Should be joined shortly by Inter All Sorts in the box here. He's going to come for a chat. He's just gone to put his kids to bed, so we'll see what happens with that. I'll get on with quality here. We've got Essa Racing and who's that just going out? Very Fish. We've got number 7 of GTM Coupe going around the back of the track. Where's that? Let's drop this onto Starkey Straight. He'll be starting his first flying lap. Who's that behind in the 189? That's Jinx in the other Bentley of Kerno Motorsport. Where are they? They're P2. The manufacturer's title, obviously Essa leading the championship at the moment. And we've got Jinxie in 10th, the other half of Kerno. So he's going to be trying his best to get the most points for his team tonight. But yeah, Essa Racing showed them all what it was about in race 1. Another dominant win. It was 15 seconds clear overall in the end of race 1. So all the other drivers would be wanting to pip him to the pole position and try and get in front and block him off from that win this second race. Track temperature is a bit hotter now, it's 40 degrees. Track temperature 32 degrees ambient, fine and dry, so good conditions, should be nice and sticky. Might see a bit of a faster lap time this go around. Essa's starting his first flying lap now. Everybody else who we got on track, so Essa, Furry Fish, Nathan Bit, Kingy, Steve Hull, yeah, 77 of Ice Dude, coming around the last corner to start his flying lap. So I think all drivers that are racing at the moment will be going out on track. II Silver in the pits, and so is Hayes Hunter, so they're not starting just yet. Yeah, Hayes Hunter's just about to pull away. Yeah, off he goes to start his run. So who's going to set the first benchmark? GTM Coupe with the 130. Jinx goes second. Obviously, there's only 2 cars gone through. It's one or the other. So he's 5/10 off. We've got Essa across the line next. So let's jump on board with him. So I'm sat here in the pits looking at nothing. Where's he gone? Essa goes through with a 129.3. And Furry Fish into 4th. He's a second off, nearly 2 seconds off that pace. Kingy next. What we got? Kingy 128.8. So putting a stomp on it again. Kingy goes through. We've got Nathan Bit goes. He's starting a flying lap now. Steve Hull starting a flying lap, yeah. Or Ice Dude not quite on the pace just yet. Who's next? Number 7. GTM Coupe. Coming round again. What's he got this time? Doesn't improve. Jinx does. He's up to 3rd. II Silver leaving the pits there. That's good. He's back in it. There's Essa coming through Melbourne up to Goddard, so he'll be coming round. Has he found that 4/10 this lap? Smooth exit out of Goddard's. He does, he takes it, but it's only 800ths, so close. 778, very fish, he doesn't improve. Kingy goes again, up 100th of a second, so it's 128.7 for Kingy. Tiny little bit. Eighth bit, coming to set his first flying lap. He does a 1. Oh no, he must have invalidated that one. Who's next? 77. Ice Dude goes to third place. That'll be 129.5-ish. Got Steve Hole, goes back to the pits. GTM Coupe coming up for a lap. Again, he goes into third. That's a 129.2, I think. Yeah. Wayne into sixth there. Kingy comes across the line. Oh no, he's gone into the pits. 39 car, Silver, he's on a first flying lap. Esser's just about to cross the line again. Does he make any improvements? He does. Tiny bit. So now 700ths between Esser and Kingy for pole. 778 car, who's that? That's Very Fish, doesn't improve anymore. So yeah, these guys flying around. Kingy just having a chill for a sec. He's now come back out onto the track. So about halfway through quali here, we got Ice Dude on pole with the 128.6. Then Esser, then Kingy, Hayes Hunter, GTM Coupe, Wayne, Jinx, Nathbit, Very Fish. Steve Hull still let to set a time. He's just coming across the line now. Still no valid time for Steve Hull. And II Silver, where's he at? 39 car. He's coming up to finish the lap soon, so stick with him. But yeah, Ice Dude, wow, 128.6, slamming it in the Porsche. So watch out, boys. Got another guy going super fast. Esser's gonna. Where's II Silver gone? He's not set a time yet. Esser improved a little bit, tiny bit on Ice Dude, but still 600ths. Couple yellow flags in sector 3. They've both gone back to the pits. So we've got 19, Kingy going across the line now. He's just starting a flying lap. In fact, if he's just starting a lap, we'll jump on board. Have a little ride on with Kingy. Have a look at this Donnington Park circuit. Come down through the crane of curves into the old hairpin. Your car's right on it. Through the corner, you're asking it to do everything. And big power up the hill. Into the clean. And right out onto the curb on the exit. He's up on his time, 400ths up. He needs a 10th back to get into pole. Dropped into 4th for somebody else. Hayes Hunter's gone pole with a 128.02. 128.02. So Kingy now needs 7/10ths to get up into pole. That's a big lap from Hayes Hunter. That's nearly a 127. Kingy's a 10th up, but his lap is invalidated, so he's not going to get it this lap. Yeah, so the temperatures, I think the tyres are a bit more sticky than they were in the last race. Some fuel may be taken out of these cars. I'm going to jump off Kingy here because That's a good strong lap from Hayes Hunter. I'm impressed by that. That's fastest lap of the evening. Nice dude though. Still going really well. So we've got 14, 8th bit coming through. What does he do? Doesn't improve this time. I saw Ice dude fall off there. That's because I was watching him. So he's gone for that lap. Hayes Hunter coming through. Does he improve at all on that? No. So he's retiring back to the pits. II Silver into Goddard's. Is he going to make a lap stick this time? He's retired back to the pits. 5 car Wayne. Not sure if he improved then. Some messages pinging through. Kingy's gone nearly quicker. It's 100th off of Hayes Hunter. So he'll be slinging it round again to try and get that 100th. Nice dude. Where are we at? Who's next? So FreshSimRacing. Does he have anything else for this lap? No. 8th bit. Can you move it up any more? No, he doesn't improve. Ice dude in 3rd. Can he go faster? No, he doesn't improve. Steve Hull, can you set a lap? We've got time. I was struggling for a couple here, struggling for a clean lap, it seems. I think Hayes Hunter, that's him done for the session. He's not going to be able to get a flying lap in now unless he leaves right now. Who's next come across the line? We've got Wayne. Is he on a faster lap this time? No, he stays in 5th, so got 2 more goes at it, Wayne, if you want it. Very Fish doesn't improve. He's out on track. So Kingy's back in the pits. Ice Dude back in the pits. I think they're done for their session. Wayne getting all sorts of sideways through the old hairpin. That's not going to help his time this lap. As good as it looked. Bit. Is he going to improve this lap? He doesn't. He's got 1 more hit at it. GTM Coupe doesn't improve. Aston sounds good. Right, number 5 car, Wayne. That's it, I think, for him. He's slowing down, so... Or 1 last try for Wayne, possibly. So you're getting a nice steady exit. Yeah, he's going for it this time, so... We'll try not to commentate as curse him, but let's jump on board. Wayne. See how he runs through this final chance. Dropping a bit of time through Red Gate. He's gonna, you want to at least be up in 3rd there. If he can. He's gained a bit of time through the old hairpin up the hill. Jumping time back, it's getting a little bit there. Nice smooth run through. This is the crucial bit, how fast you can take the yeses. Nice. It's only a little bit up in his time. Trevor runs it a little bit deep out into Melbourne, but again clawing back a bit of time on his previous best. But I don't think ultimately he's got enough. He slings it off at Goddard. Yeah, good effort, Wayne. Let's see what the other boys are doing. So we're all done. That's it. Quali's over. Hayes Hunter in the end there with 1:28.02. Kingy just behind with the 1:28.032. So yeah, 1/100th of a second between those two. A nice dude in third. FreshSimRacing, Wayne, GTM Coupe, Jinx, Nathbit, Furry Fish, Steve Hull, IO Silver. Didn't manage to put a lap together, so from the back challenge for him. And just to have a little, I think it's a 5-minute break between this and the race. So yeah, I'll be back with you shortly for race 2. Right, we're back. Here, race 2. About to get on formation lap. So we shall see. Interesting quali. Everybody's fast. Essa in third, so 2 cars already stopping him from taking flight. It's just whether they can hold the big Boatley off in the end of it. So cars making their way down through red gate on their warm-up. A nice grid of vehicles. Any predictions on who you think's going to win? As Kingy's going to be trying for it, because he'd be a bit disappointed with race 1 result. Essa's got a few moves to make. Ice Dude will be pushing up through again. Ran a bit deep, I think, in the start of race 1, so he'll be looking to push back through. Get some points back, rather. He's in a good place to do it from P3. Silver with from the back challenge. See how many positions he makes up this race. Didn't get a good run of it last. I know he's been having some internet problems with BT. So we'll see what happens with that. Sat on with Wayne here. I can't change the cameras just yet. We'll get to that in a minute. So I'm going to weave down Starkey Straight, getting all warmed up. The old 24 Bentley in front. And behind. You look in the rearview mirror, glitch there. That's weird. Shake, shake. So we might see a bit more action in this race with a few fast guys behind, trying to push through. People trying to make amends for anything that happened last race. There's everybody bunching up now. Jinx wants all the road. Get it onto this camera for the start of the race. So coming through Goddard's, everybody's going to squeeze up together. Steve needs to pull up a bit closer there. We're going to get ready for green. And green, green, green. Let's go, go, go. Essa pushing up into second already. And that's Kingy's been pushed right out wide there. Wayne knocks doors with Ice Dude. So both King Honey Motorsport cars coming off at the start of the race. Can we get back up to see what's happening? So Hayes Hunter is in second. No, he's not. Hayes Hunter's in first. Essa's in second. Wayne's still on the grass end. Ice Dude's up into third. Jinx into fourth. Cameras are wrong. There we go. That one. Yeah, it's a drama happening at the start of this one. Ice Dude's in third. Where are we at? Jinx in fourth. GTM Coupe in fifth. Nathbit in sixth. Breathing down the neck of GTM Coupe. Looks for the dive down into the S's. Does he get it done? No, he's gone deep. And takes the smallest service road he can. Try not to get in the way there as the other cars come through. Very Fish taking the opportunity down onto the inside. Jump back to the front. It's Hayes Hunter into Goddard's for the first time. In the lead, Essa Racing in second. Ice Dude just with Jinx behind him and GTM Coupe right down the neck. But Kingy and Wayne on the first lap. And Wayne's had a right old foul of it. He's 7 seconds down. Oh no, 2 seconds now. 6 gun Johnny running around with us. Hey Johnny, good man. So yeah, that's devastating for the King Honey Motorsport team. They're both cars suffering on the first lap. Puff of dust there. Nath getting right up close behind Furry Fish, challenging into McLean's. Furry Fish holds the inside line as Nath tries wider, runs it right out to the curb. Deep on the brakes. We know this Aston's got the grunt down the straight, but the McLaren seems to have pulled away a little bit better out the corner. So will Nath go for the challenge again into the S's? He has a little sniff. There's no chance there. Who's close up track? Kingy's making a move on Steve down into Melbourne. He gets it done. So Kingy climbing his way back up through. Wayne making... Oh, he's made a position on Johnny there. He's going to have a bit of work to do to get back up to these guys. Lap 2, race leader Hayes Hunter off of Essa, nearly a second. So he runs a bit wide out the old hairpin, gets a bit of grass. It's allowed Essa to just squeeze up a little bit more. Ferrari is nimble through the corner, so Bentley will want to be right on the back of him through this bit to get the toe and that big Bentley power to eat up that time through the straight. Not quite close enough at the S's to make anything done. Just gain some time though. Oh, as the door opens to the commentary booth, I think that's Inter All Sorts just walked in the room.
Good evening, Mr. Somethingger.
Hello mate, you alright?
I'm good, thank you. I see we're following Essa. Looks like he's applying a lot of pressure.
Yeah. It's did you see the start of this one? It was all kicked off.
I missed the start.
Alright, so Kingy and Wayne ended up both going off the track, so both their cars, both that team are out for the minute.
Oh dear.
So Kingy's just making up some time on Furry Fish, but yeah, there's going to be some stewards' inquiries for the start of this one, I think.
Oh dear.
We'll have to look back.
Oh dear. Do we want to make any early calls on what happened there, or are we going to leave that one for the stewards?
No, I think it just got a bit bouncy, a bit of elbows, that's all. So yeah, I'm just on board with Hayes Hunter at the minute. Sessa's trying.
Yeah, Essa is breathing all over him. I mean, it looks like Essa's just sized him up at the moment. He's got that gap down, and he's just trying to prod for any weak points, see where he might have an opportunity. Just
looking down the order, Kingy's close on the back of Furry Fish. He's 3/10 off the back now. He's been gaining ever so slightly, so he might be looking to do the leapfrog all the way up through here. I know he's quick, you know, he's second in quali. He's going to make the dive now down to the S's. Yeah, Furry Fish run a bit deep there. I think he scared him out of that one.
I can't see how I can change drivers.
What, you on the view?
Controller.
You on the spectators? Yeah.
Yeah.
You need to be on the return to garage screen.
Okay.
And do it from that one and go up and down the order and the timings. Hayes Hunter's now stretched away from Essa, nearly a second ahead. But I think Kingy's going to be the one to watch.
A second gap is always a good one to hold. As long as you're within a second, you're...
just looking, I Silver. Half a second.
Silver.
Yeah, he's on the way up to GTM Coupe there.
Yeah. He's got that Nissan running well this season.
It looks nice, doesn't it? It's a good looking car.
Yeah.
With the pink on it as well.
He loves a bit of pink.
Yeah,
Silver.
Good man.
Not so fond of the brown, loves the pink.
Yeah. Because, so he's not really made much time. Let's see, the timings on this are rubbish. They take ages to update, so you only get them on the intermediates. So he's lost a tenth on that lap, but that Nissan sticks on the front end, doesn't it? So
yeah, so which is always good for if there's a gap on the inside and you can be late on the brakes. That always gives you a good opportunity to get it turned in.
Stick the nose right in there, yeah.
So if he knows he's got that advantage with that car, and he can use it.
That's the thing. I'm sort of out of the loop. I had a little run round earlier on in the Porsche. I could only get it down to a 131. I think I did about 20 minutes run round. Honestly, all these guys are quick, and it's impressive.
And it's so close as well. The racing, over the course of a race, the margins are so small now within the group that it's, I mean, you like even you say, Kingy and Wayne have been making massive. He's had it. He's held it. That was a big.
That's going to bring Nath back right up there, but well held, aye. That was
that
brown
was
trouser stuff. Brilliant.
I think the pink turned to brown then.
Yeah. So Nath will be smelling that, and he'll be wanting to get out of the way of that. So he's going to want to clear it as quick as possible.
That Aston sounds awesome, man.
Oh no, it's brilliant, isn't it?
On the grid, man, the Aston is the one.
Yeah.
In this game, when you're sat in the pit, so that Aston
goes through,
rallies past the pit lane, you get all that reverb.
See that?
He's done it. He's got the run on him. He's got it. He's done it even before the braking zone. He's in, and he's taken that tight line to close it off. Make sure Silver's got nowhere to go.
Good man.
Ollie's had to concede that. There wasn't much of a fight.
No. He got a little bit messy through the S's, so Nath had that run down into the corner there, so that was done and dusted.
Used the grunt of the Aston in the straight line to full effect then.
Yeah, let's just have a quick look up what S is doing, because these guys are a bit of a stalemate at the minute. So Hayes Hunter's running round. Let me see what lap times he's doing.
I mean, Esser is just holding that gap nicely.
Yeah.
He's,
so they're doing 129s at the minute,
and he's 6 laps in, so he knows there's a long way to go. He knows that tyres could play a part in this.
So that's the sort of stuff I'm not really clear, because I haven't done a lot of driving on this with the tyres. It's like how long they last, what the pressures mean, what the temps mean, and everything. To
be honest, in a 30-minute sprint race, they're going to last. They're going to last, not a problem. You're looking for a weak. You're looking for a weak spot, or you're looking for a mistake from the guy in front. In this game, because they're so close, it's more about consistency. And a small mistake can really cost you. I mean, we saw it Silver just backing through those S's, He's got the pace, but that mistake cost him that place.
Yeah, sure, yeah. That's it. It's the margins for your mistakes, isn't it? You can be, you just get that little bit skew in the wrong place, and that's like lost you 2, 3, 4 tenths by the time you're at the other end of the straight. I noticed that when I was going round. So, like you say, the margins, when these drivers are all so close as they are, those margins are even smaller. Zess has got a bit more back on Hayes Hunter. It's like 5 tenths off now. So you reckon he's just sat there waiting to pounce on him?
Yeah, I think he's taken a few laps and he's just sized him up. I think he's seeing what Hayes has got. Where is he quick? Where is he leaving a little bit on the track for Esser that he might be able to take advantage of?
Yeah, sure. The Nath bit's getting close now onto the back of GTM Coupe, who's also close on the back of Jinx. This is getting a bit hot now. Change my camera quick.
GTM's on the move.
There we go.
The pressure is mounting.
Fighting into Coppice. This is going to be... So the Aston's got the power, isn't it? It's going to pull up behind.
Yeah. And GTM's got the problem of does he attack or does he defend? And that's a tricky position to be in when you're
stuck in the middle.
Meat in the sandwich.
That's it, yeah.
What do you do? Because, he can attack, but if he makes a mistake, Nathan could clean up 2 places quite easily here.
Yeah. So yeah, Nathan would be looking to do the double, wouldn't he? He'd be taking that all the while is catching up, and Kingy's gaining as well.
Yeah, I think this is going to be the pack to watch.
Yeah.
I think keep an eye on Essa. Oh, Essa's ahead.
Has he done it already? We missed that.
Essa's done it. Oh,
I'm going to stick with this race. So how far ahead has he gone?
Quite a way. He's like 4 seconds ahead. So it looks like Hayes has had a big moment and we've missed it.
We'll check him
and
in
that's
afterwards.
what we were talking about earlier about just those. It just takes the mistake, and that's the difference.
Yeah.
And S is taking full advantage because he's literally gone 4 seconds down the road. So now he's just got to hold his race, keep consistent, which we know Essa is. We know he's fast. We know he's consistent. And also he's got a little bit of a buffer now. He's got the 4 seconds, so he can.
That's it. We'll just settle into it now. Yeah.
But he doesn't have to overdrive it either. So he's in a strong position, Essa now.
So you got Essa at the front. Hayes Hunter's now in second. You got Ice Dude running around lovely. P3.
He's just running a consistent race.
That's good. Get some points in.
And then we have this little pack.
Yeah.
Then we have this little pack is shaping up.
Yeah.
It's shaping up. Oh no, II Silver's disappeared into the barrier.
Oh, is he?
He's gone. II Silver's gone.
Hang on, I'm on the wrong thing here.
Kingy's about to have him. Can he gather? He's gathered it up in time, but Kingy
got all
is
excited.
now
I'm pressing the wrong buttons.
That's it. Kingy's done him as well.
So,
poor Ollie.
Hang on.
That big mistake, that big moment. He went flying off into the barriers. Looks like he lost the rear end.
Right. That's a shame. Well, he got a bit wonky through the S's?
Yeah, he was coming out on the top.
Okay. Well, GTM Coop's got past Jinx as well, so I'm just
it's all going on.
Yeah, I'm struggling with the cameras. There we go.
It's too fast.
So GTM Coop now up into 4th. Jinx is in 5th.
And Kingy is all over the back of Nathbit.
Yeah, Kingy's coming right up behind Nathbit now. So
suddenly, like that little overtake, that extra place he got from Ollie, and that spurred him on now.
Yeah.
He's got the bit between his teeth.
That's it.
He wants those places back now, and he's pushing.
Yeah. So I think the top 3 are sort of free and clear. Unless anybody makes a mistake, that'll be your top 3. Yeah. So it's this race.
And Wade has got II Silver as well. I think Ollie might have picked up damage when he hit that barrier.
Yeah,
he's got damage because he's just dropping.
Looking at the side of his car, yeah, he's got damage to the right hand side of the car.
So that looks like.
Go on, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like Ollie's race is pretty much done. Oh, Jinxie's made a big error and Nathan's going to smash him down the inside. Can he get the power out of Aston?
He's
held it. He's under braking.
Into Redgate. Kingy's waiting there, look.
2-2. Oh,
Kingy's going to take it.
I love that.
He's got Jinx sleeping on the I'll have that while he's having that little fight. So
Nathan edged him out. It was Nathan's track to have, and Jinxie was in a position he shouldn't have been in.
Yeah.
And that was it. Nathan's just edged him out, and Kingy's gone, I'll have that as well, thank you. But now Nathan, he's in trouble because Kingy is on a charge. There's no trace about it. That is the car that's on the move.
So we're looking for 4th, and he'll be wanting 4th. GTM's going to be wanting to extend away as much as he can to run away from these guys before they catch up. Get away while they're scrapping.
And I can see the red mist in Jinx's eyes as well. He's not happy. He's angry.
No, that's it. He was in 4th and now he's down back in 7th, so he's lost out big time.
He's just gone backwards. You could just see it. He's upset with himself. He knows he's put himself into a bad position and everyone's just taking advantage of it.
Yeah. That's good racing though. Good racing. Nice and clean from these boys. What else is going on? Anything else going on? 7, 8. No, they're a second between them. 2. So yeah, this is it. This is the race at the moment. 4th down to 7th. like I say, Kingy on a charge, he got, I think he got pushed out wide through the first corner, which dropped him right back down through the field. So he's made it back up to 6th already.
I think Nath is there. If you can put Nath under pressure, he's got a chance. But GTM 5 seconds, that's a lot of time to make up. It's a lot of time. But we're not even halfway through the race. We've already had a lot of action.
Oh, we've gone halfway through. Yeah, we're not. It's about a third left now for the end of the race. But you know, with Kingy breathing down your neck, you're going to be going for it. So
yeah, it's going to be a good challenge for Nathan now. I mean, he's definitely got the speed there. You know, he's definitely he's in that 5th position, and he's earned that 5th position on pace alone. So now it's going to be consistency. Can he just hold his nerve? Can he keep it consistent?
So yeah, Kingy could be called Mr. Consistent, but then you know, S is stretching away off ahead there, 5 seconds now ahead of Hayes Hunter, who again is 8 seconds ahead of Ice Dude. So they're running their own little races.
The margins are so small in this game that when you lose time like that, the risks you have to take to make time up it's always dangerous. You know.
Well, it's any fighting, isn't it? As soon as you get into a scrap, you know, it's you're losing time on the guys ahead and behind you.
Kingy's just taking a boatload of time out of Nath through there. Is that Duffer's dip?
He's gaining, isn't he?
Pressure is mounting, and Nathan is gaining on GTM as well, so this is interesting. These two are fighting it out, but they're closing GTM at the same time.
I think might be working together a little bit to try and push up. You know, the podium maybe still in sight. You know, it's 10 minutes left to go, and GTM Coupe's only 4 seconds back off Ice Dude. So
I mean, if I was Ice, I'd go right. You know, I'm kind of in the middle here.
Yeah.
But if I don't push it too hard, consistent lap times, and just do it to the end of the race, then that podium is mine.
Yeah.
And that's all he's got to do. Get himself in that mindset of just consistent laps, decent pace.
Look at the back there. Wayne's got past Jinx. So miss that one. Wayne's been drawing in as well. So Jinx in the second boat lead there of Kerno Motorsport.
See, there it was, gabbing away, missed
falling
all
back.
the action.
No, I've been trying to keep an eye on the map. There's another little battle, maybe back to Furry Fish and II Silver. I'm not sure if II's past Furry Fish. Missed that one, but yeah, we've got a couple groups of 2 now.
And all the time, Nathbit has closed right up on GTM.
Oh yeah.
We have another little cluster. Could it be a clusterfuck? Let's wait and
well, who knows? we will see. A big stopper now down into the S's, and GTM has a nice little run through there. Kingy's got a nice run through. Nath seems to have lost out a bit. So is Kingy going to have a nose down? No. He's going to wait.
Close that line off early there.
Yeah.
Close that line off.
Kingy's got a nice drive out of Melbourne there.
And that was a compromise for Nate. He closed that line.
There's contact. Saved him. Knocked him and saved him at the same time. So
I'm not too sure the gap was there for Kingy on that one, to be honest.
No,
I think that door was a closing door.
Yeah.
He just put his nose in there, and it was never gonna end well on that one.
And you're saying about those little incidents, and you can see how much GTM stretched away now. That's gone for a minute, so it's going to be tough for them to catch back up.
And after they reeled him in as well, they've done so well to reel him in, and make all that time up.
Well, I think,
and to be honest, I think Nath will be, at the moment, he'll be feeling a little bit of grief, thinking I've done all that work and he's just had it all taken away in one corner. He's got to do it all over again.
But if you look up at P3 Ice Dude, he's dropped some time to GTM Coupe. I think maybe Ice has had a
little incident.
A little off or a little slip here or somewhere.
He's dropped about 1.5 seconds. I mean, to be honest, this podium place is now looking, it's the fight, isn't it?
That's it.
This is looking on.
GTM Coupe comes through, Nathbit. Yeah, so Kingy's still within 5/10 of Nathbit. So yeah, Wayne's, you know, not that far behind him. He's just come through the corner now, so now getting there. Could all change yet.
Oh, it's making me miss my racing gloves, seeing all the action.
Yeah, you've been out of it for a minute. I was going to say you're the other half of Ice Dude's team.
I am. Unfortunately, just not been able to get the timing and the practicing to really get involved properly in this one. That's
why I'm doing this for him, because I can't put the time into the actual prepping. So I still want to be in it.
Ice has had a very good season. He's had some good results this season. He's shown a lot of pace in that Porsche.
Well, he's currently 5th in the Drivers' Championship. So yeah, doing well. But we got Kingy still holding up that 5/10 behind Nath.
Ice has pulled 0.5 second on GTM since he's had that moment. So it looks like Ice has got the pace back and he's starting to pull the gap again.
Yeah. It's Kingy spun. Kingy's gone round. I missed what happened there. I don't know if there's contact coming out of Coppice, but yeah.
Can you do a replay on this?
I can, yeah. But it messes the camera up when you do a replay, so I won't do it because it'll mess the stream. But yeah, I just missed off camera what happened to Kingy.
How do I do a replay? Hang on, I'm going to replay it. Oh, hang on.
So yeah, I think just as they were coming out of... oh no, he done it on his own, he dropped it on his own. So just looking back on the stream, and yeah, Kingy coming out of Coppice, I think he caught a bit of curb on the entry and dropped the wheel, and that was it. So Nathbit now, pressure off. Sort of neutralised the race now. We've got FreshSimRacing.
Well, it has to be said, Nathan's closed the gap on GTM quite a bit since that moment with Kingy.
Yeah, but that's promoted Wayne up to 6th, so not the best night for the two Porsches, but yeah, I'm surprised at Kingy dropping it there. Let's have a quick rundown what's going on. So S is still your race leaders, 5 seconds ahead. Hasn't made much time over Hayes Hunter over the last bit of time.
GTM Ice and Nathbit are very close.
They're getting closer again,
there's 2 seconds between them.
Yeah.
Although I seem to have messed my cameras up now.
That's yeah. As soon as you go on the replay, the cameras freeze, and then you don't get the panning and the tracking. Yeah, I've got these guys on cam at the minute, so closest racing on track at the moment, 4 minutes 10 seconds left. So what, we've got about 3 laps. Where's Esser on track? He's coming up into McLean's, so yeah, probably about 3 laps left.
Do you know what? Wayne quietly has just moved.
I know, yeah.
And there he is in 6th.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's been all that drama, and Wayne's just steadily been chipping away at those places, just sneaking them place by place.
Yeah. Silver running around now at the back in 11th. I guess he did get damage after all.
Yeah, I think when he hit that barrier, I think his race was done.
But there's points for all the positions on here, so everybody just keep going round. You get points for your team, so it's all worth it.
I mean, we got 3 minutes left, and you know, 3rd to 5th. It's within 2 seconds.
Still a race, yeah.
These boys are still in a race. The podium is still up for grabs, so I think they can all sense it. And now the pressure is on. They look at the clock and they see 3 minutes, but they know they still have to hold it for like 3 more laps.
So what we got, yeah, Esser's gone through, he's going down into Craner's now, so yeah, what, 3 laps left?
Yeah, 2, maybe 3.
Yeah.
And, you know,
so
they've got to hold their nerve now. They've got to hold their nerve.
That's it. What's Kingy up to? Has he gained any on Jinx? So he's catching up with Jinx, so keep an eye on that one as well. The 19 and the 189 coming into Redgate now. Kingy's making a challenge.
Massively closing on Jinx.
Yeah. So he'll be wanting that 7th off of Jinx before the end of this.
Yeah. GTM, right, I'll keep an eye on Kingy.
Okay.
And you keep an eye on 3rd to 5th, because that's, I mean, the podium's up for grab there, that's the important one.
Yeah.
But Kingy is pressurising. Kingy's catching. The one may want to switch over and have a little look at Kingy, because actually he is on the back.
Moving up, yeah.
I'll keep an eye on the 3rd to 5th, and I'll just let you know. Oh, Nate's taking a lot of time under braking then.
Yeah,
GTM is closing in on ice.
It's all hotting up now in this last
Oh,
dying moments again. It seems to be the way he's done it.
Absolutely outbraked himself, and he's cost himself loads of time. That's his chance gone.
That's it. Yeah, he's out of it.
He got hot under the brakes.
And now he's
He's looking racy.
Okay, so it's between GTM Coupe and Ice Dude for P3. Wayne's made good at this one. He's up into 5th now.
Wow.
Kingy's
on. Look at it. Just the silent assassin just plugging away at the back.
Kingy on the outside, look into Redgate. Kingy's on the outside, Jinx on the inside. He's had to concede. Jinx is like, no, you're not having that one, mate, not there.
Nathbit had something really went wrong with Nath, because he's absolutely dropped out of the order.
No, he's following Kingy now. Kingy's lost it through the old hairpin.
Oh, Kingy's gone. Oh, he's backwards.
Nightmare race for Kingy.
Oh.
And that's it. He's out. He's retired.
So GTM's taken the podium. He's done Ice Dude.
He hasn't. Oh, he's got through.
He's got through on the ice.
Ice isn't having it just yet. They've gone through the S's. Leader's just starting the final lap, so they've still got another lap yet. There's another
1 lap, but Nico must be fuming. He's held on to that podium. He's had that the whole race, and then you get down to like the last 2 laps, and GTM. I mean, you know, he's shown the bottle, he's shown the balls. I missed the overtake, but that's pressure. That's pressure for you right there.
Yeah. And these guys have got to be careful, because they get into too big a scrap. You've got Wayne right there waiting to take that podium if they do anything, you know, completely ridiculous.
Yeah.
Nathbit and Jinx getting on it as well into Redgate. Nath with a bit better mid-corner there. He's got a nice drive out. They're a challenge into Craner. I'm keeping my eye on the mini-map to see what's happening there. We've got nothing for the old hairpin.
Oh, Nathan's going hot on the brakes.
He's trying up the hill.
The bumper. He's backed out a little bit. He was literally tucked right on that bumper.
Okay. So we've got Esser coming into Goddard's to nearly finish. Just jump to him quick, watch him across the line. So congrats to Esser Racing. Race 1, race 2 win. Hayes Hunter comes across the line in 2nd. We got this little race here, GTM Coupe and Ice Dude. I think GTM's got it, stole that 3rd away.
He's taken that podium position. It was there for the taking. Nathan looks like he's going to have a pop on the inside. He's going on the inside, but Jinx has
contact.
shut him off. And to be fair, Jinx has closed that door and Nathan was just so late on the brakes.
Yeah, and I think he backed right off then. He's like, right, I had a try. It didn't work.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, GTM Coupe in third. Ice Dude, unfortunately in fourth, but excellent race from him.
Yeah, I mean, he had that podium the whole race. I mean, all the way to the last two laps. That third spot was his.
Yeah, Wayne in fifth. Nice result for him in the end after the start problems.
We didn't pay much attention to Wayne throughout that race. He was like the sniper. He was hidden away in the hills. No one could see him, and he was just picking them spots off one by one.
Yeah.
Stealth.
We got Jinx sixth in the end. Nathan seventh. Very Fisher's in eighth. Steve Holt in ninth. II Silver in 10th. He's a lap down. I think he went for a repair. Kingy, some issues in finished. What was he, retired in the end? And Six Gun Johnny just there for watching us go round. So yeah, good race that. That was exciting. I think we're going to try and have a chat with the guys now if we can. So Ben, I will jump into their party.
Okay, I'll do the same.
Yeah,
I'll catch you shortly.
Yeah, catch you on the other side. How do we do it again? That one.
Getting the exit of the corner and holds it.
Hello.
You drove a brilliant defense, Paul. I mean, I gotta tell you, that was super clean. You made that car 20 feet wide when you needed to, man. Oh man, it was the fastest of rocket ship, man. Tell me about that race, man. That had to be a heart pumping for you, man. Tell me about it.
Yeah. The last lap, I was thought I was going to have a heart attack.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that was good. Ice Dude drove really well. I mean, withstanding that pressure for all that time was amazing, really.
I know, yeah. Last two laps. I mean, he's got to smart that one, but fair play, Paul. You know, you were there.
That was brilliant, man.
Just
That was
kept out of trouble. That's what I tried to do.
You sure did, man. You sure did. That was a great race, though, man. From the start of the race to the end of the race, you raced clean. I guess you made the adjustments on the car that you needed to. You learned from the first race and applied it to the second race. Well done, man.
It felt a lot more slippery that time. I don't know what anyone else thought.
It did. I started the race with you guys, and then the car felt terrible. That's why I got off the track.
Suddenly it started understeering. What's going on? Yeah. Well done, Essa and Hayes.
Yeah, we'll get to them in a second here. Oh, dude, you got tissues? You need some Kleenex or something? Tears? Are you okay? What happened, man?
Yeah, making a mistake, yeah.
You ran a flawless race. How are you going to drop the ball the last 10 yards of play, man? Come on. What happened, man?
Get tired.
You got tired? You couldn't concentrate no more? Saw the big kitties walk by, didn't you? I knew you did. I know you did. Wow.
Yeah,
Well,
I
I'll tell you
did
what.
my best, but made a mistake, so...
It's a beautiful race, man. That was a beautiful race, man. That was awesome stuff, man.
I'd have to say, man, you need to give a big shout out to Wayne because he didn't get a lot of attention on the camera or the commentary, but what a silent assassin he was. He was just picking them off.
Wayne got all the commentary in the first race. You missed the first race. Wayne got it in the second race. You were in the back, Jack. You know, you got to get up front to just get talked about, man. You know.
You say it was at the back, but you know, from that first corner incident, from that first incident, he's made all his way back up to fifth. And he did it in just a cool, calm way. He picked them all off one by one.
Well, I
no drama.
The first corner. That was that. And
I had to. I mean, I saw my championship chance slip away when Essa got between a few cars on the first corner, and I got a run on Nico. And I thought, sorry, Nico, I've got to go for this through the Coney curves. I've got to try and stake on the back of Chris and try and get in front of him. And,
yeah.
I don't think Nico did anything wrong. We just had a you know, contact. I came off worse, but I don't think either of us did anything wrong. We have to look back at it.
No, I was
I had to go aggressive, you know, because I had a championship on the line in that race, so I had to go aggressive and try and stay with Chris and get in front of him.
That was beautiful, man. That was a great race for all of you guys. That's again, man, dominating performance tonight, man. You got to feel good about your car, your race tonight. I mean, it was a little closer this time. 4 seconds, 5 seconds is the gap, man. Hazy's coming, but a few more laps, you think we would have got you?
Yeah, sorry, I was just looking back at the replay because I was from the first lap. I wasn't sure whether there was any contact as I got quite aggressive, to be fair. But yeah, no, it was good. Well, I didn't really have much pace in the second half of that race. It was just I was struggling to keep going, but it was good. Good pressure. It was good.
You were just tired mentally. What was going on with that?
No, I don't know what it was. It was just like, you know, probably first half of the lap, I'll be running around sort of within half a tenth of my quickest, dropping like 6 or 7 tenths every lap in the next half of the lap, and I don't know what was going on.
Nate, do you think that's part of the simulation, Nate, or do you think that's just the way that things work now? Because like, it seems like everybody had a bad second race.
Yeah, I don't know what it was.
Were way different. Temperatures were way different. So the first race was 6 PM, sun setting, track getting colder, cars coming more to life. But this one was middle of the afternoon on Sunday.
Okay, okay, yeah.
Yeah, much hotter. Much.
But, Hayes, you got yours on? Does he have a mic? Yes.
No.
No, Mike. Okay. Well, anyway, good job, everybody. Wayne, congratulations, man. That was a good last place finish or somewhere back there. But Kingy, what happened, Kingy? It might as well be last because you were up front. I mean, the whole last race was exciting. This was like, oh man. I saw you. I didn't know it was you passing me. I thought it was only Nico. I didn't see both y'all spin, man. So one passed me, then another car passed me. Y'all the same twins or whatever. But I mean, it was chaos up front. That's why I had to watch the race, man. But still, good job, everybody. Yeah, well done. But I'm gonna run off here, guys. Thank you again. We'll see y'all later, man. Hope y'all enjoy the stream. And
take it easy, Johnny.
That was good stuff. Congratulations. We're gonna get a shirt, man. We're gonna get a shirt. A little more tie-dye for King. I'm looking for a good modern-day ESSA racing, you know. Let me know. All right, man. I'm out of here, dude. Be good.
Good stuff.
All right. So we're out here, and time to go. We're connected.
Cheers, Johnny.
Yeah, man. Good job, everybody.
Cheers, Johnny.
Nate as well, man. You were having a strong race there, Nate. Kingy and Settle doing it unraveled.
What happened with Kingy?
Yeah, that happened because Tinky and Nate
lost
it, and then.
Yeah, Kingy dropped it. He was flying. Kingy was flying, but he dropped it. He was facing the wrong way on the grass. That was
through
it.
the old
Yeah, I
hairpin,
should have
wasn't
gone
it?
past him and then caught up to the back of Nate, and then.
I had another disaster, and I get frustrated when people do things around me, and then I go too aggressive, and you get the Porsche sideways and you're gone. You know, it's not like you can drive it aggressively, do a bit of opposite lot, round certain bends. As soon as you lose it, you're gone. You know. So it just is what it is. I was flying through the field there.
You were charging.
There was a point where I weren't really much quicker than Nate, only a little bit, and then he had a bad exit, and I got right on his bumper, and I stayed in his draft until I could pull out of that and try and beat him in the braking zone. But under braking, like, he just slightly came across, and I over braked, so it was like a combination of me being aggressive and him covering, and that half spun him. So, but then he had his own dramas, and then Jinx had a really bad exit from the final turn, and I had to beat Jinx. I beat Jinx into turn 1, but I had to pull out of it because it's Jinx, isn't it? I knew that if I didn't pull out of it, he was going to fly through me, and as it happened, he did fly straight across the screen. So lucky I did pull out of it, but then it just makes me aggressive into the next zone because I'm pissed off, and then just slightly broke too hard. The rears sort of come round, and then couldn't correct it, and it flew off. So just a typical season or night for me this season. But shame, I really enjoyed that race, but I don't think I'll. As much as I enjoy driving this car, I don't think I'll be using it again in a championship. I've really struggled to drive it, so.
On a slightly dubious note, we have 4 drivers who return to garage before the end of the race.
Yeah.
As per new rules, they get a lap removed.
It don't matter to me anyway.
Well, it will be interested on the points because it was second and third to Kingy and Wayne. Esther's obviously leading at the moment, so.
But Esther's essentially going to drop a lap because he returned to garage before the race was over.
Yeah.
Well,
I was so fixated on that. No, that's fair enough. I was so concerned about that first corner incident. Whether I caused it. No, I was I just asked Jinx. I was on about it for quite a while throughout the race, and it was playing on my mind. And as soon as I crossed the line, I bailed off after turn 1, and then.
Yeah, we didn't touch. We didn't touch. It was the car that was behind you. Like I took the outside line because you'd gone up inside of me, and then. Yeah, and it was just side by side. It put me on the grass, and then you wouldn't believe it. I thought at first I was like shit, and then I was like, oh, actually this could be fun. Do you know what? This could be fun. And then literally at the end of that lap, I got dive bombed by the streamer. Johnny just dive bombed me, and I had to come to a complete stop to let him make the turn and cut across me so that I could get going again. Right. And I just thought, this ain't right, you know. With 2 other incidents after that, I just thought, you know what?
To be honest, Adam, when I was
Did I not leave you enough room there, Kingy? Because I stayed on the inside going into turn 1. Obviously, knew you were there. Did I touch you, or? I thought I left you enough room on the inside.
No. I pulled out of it because I knew that if I stayed on the outside line, you'd go into the side of me, and as I pulled out of it, you like took that line. So, do you know what I mean? You didn't touch me.
What, was it dirty, or, you know, sorry if it was, but obviously I knew you was there. Obviously, I wanted to leave you room because I know I didn't want to correct you, so.
It weren't dirty, it was hard, because you was on the inside, in that big Bentley on the home straight, there's no way you'd have made that turn.
It was all legit on stream, like, watching it, it was a hard challenge and a hard defence, so I think it was fair. I've seen you back out of it.
You definitely gave.
It was all getting tense in those last few laps. It was good to watch.
I wasn't intending to bend with you, Kingy. I got a wobble on, which is why I did.
No, it's, like I say, I actually went slightly. Like, if I'd have been hugging that inside line, then I could have said, oh, you know, that was my space, but I just slightly went wide because I was aggressive on the brake, so it was as much me.
I think, in all honesty, you weren't fully alongside Nath to claim that bit of track. I mean, I could see, you know, there was a gap there, and you got to go for it, but it closed quickly.
Yeah, it closed under braking. That is an unwritten rule, though, isn't it? You know, like moving across under braking is not really something. But I've got no complaints. You know, that's why I backed out of it. That's why I let you go in front of me.
It's a tricky corner, that one, because you know the line is, if it's wider, you cut across it to get the exit. So I don't think Nath's line was bad through there.
I had no plans to defend because I didn't need to. I would have been faster on the exit, but. I was actually going to let Kingy go because I was struggling to get past the cars ahead.
No, it was all above board from our perspective, boys. It was some good racing. I enjoyed watching that. Yeah,
it was good. It was awesome. It was great watching it. I mean, I think third to fifth, sixth for the mid part of that race, it was anyone's to take. You could just see it.
Yeah.
I mean, Kingy and Nath worked well to close GTM down. You two were running and you closed that gap, and it was like, okay, any of the three here could have that front position.
Yeah, me and Nath were lapping like within a tenth, like nearly every lap at that point.
Yeah, you could see. You two were working well, and you closed that gap so quick on GTM as well. You know, really kind of blew the positions wide open in terms of what could happen.
Sector 1, the Aston is just so strong I can pull away from every car. Sector 2 depends on me whether I get it right or not. But Sector 3, Kingy's like a second quicker.
Yeah.
No chance. Absolutely no chance.
Yeah, I noticed that. Even when Wayne caught up to the back of me as well, he was just so quick. I couldn't keep up with him in the third sector. Once he got past, he just took off.
I was driving like a man possessed, to be honest, mate.
I know. I kept messing up the
I was so
final
annoyed when
corner.
it happened. It's like, right, I'm just steaming.
I went to apologise.
Yeah, I saw you and Nico come together because I was behind you two, following you two, and it just looked like your car got kind of sucked into Nico, and obviously you corrected each other. But
that whole first corner stuff is just that everybody was in the same place at the same time and fighting for room that wasn't there. So it was just just how it is. Yeah, unfortunately, Kingy sort of lucked out there.
I said sorry to the King Honey team that I took them out in the first.
No worries, Nico. Ideal, cheers, mate.
No, I appreciate that, guys.
No worries, Nico. It was no one's fault, Nico.
Feel free to take Chris out next week.
When I saw in my back mirror, I was
don't worry, I think I've taken myself out of the race.
Well, I'm going to finish this stream up. Cheers for that, guys. It was good night.
Cheers,
and
Cheers, Sam.
yeah,
Cheers,
we got,
Good race, man. I was excited to watch. Well done, boys. Well done. Another great race.
Enjoyed it.
good stuff. Cheers, guys.
All I'm going to say is that
So yeah, that's it from FreshSimRacing tonight. You got a bit of commentary there from, or a bit of interviews from Six Gun Johnny. Again, check out his stream, Phoenix Motorsport Racing Simulations. His channel's good. He's fun to listen to, more involved than I am, more animated, should we say. But yeah, good night, eventful night. Some dramas there post race in the drivers' meeting, I suppose you could call it. So we'll see what happens for next week. I'll be back on next Friday for rounds, where are we at, 12 and 13 I think. Let me just have a quick look and see where we're racing next week. My dinosaur phone will catch up with me. Next week we have rounds 12 and 13 at Brands Hatch. So we've got another double header for you, 2 30-minute races. Weather predictions looking good, 8% chance of rain, so should be another nice dry race for the guys. But yeah, if you like what you've seen, please hit the like button, subscribe, do all that sort of stuff if you can. I'll drop a link to the Discord in the description afterwards. Thanks for joining us, hope you had a good time. I'll catch you next week. Cheers.